Hotep, I am the Amen Osiris, the one and only undisputed God of law. We are Deception Stoppers, America's only 4D education service. I am not a lawyer. This is not a law firm. We don't advocate that you don't support your human offspring. We simply advocate that you made them in private, take care of them in private. Also, check out our new website and resource library at www.4dterminator.com. There's a resource library there, and you can master the 4D technique in the privacy of your own home. Okay, so today I'm going to go over again a contractual agent. A contractual agent means an entity providing a 4D service or functions of the 4D program and is inclusive of those agents of the program procured through purchase of service contracts, contractual agreements with the 4D crime family. All right, so it says contractual agent. What is a judge's job? Judge's job comes from the Constitution, all right, where judicial power is constitutionally invested. There is no judicial power vested in a contractual agent. It does not apply. Okay, it doesn't say judge, it doesn't say administrator, it says contractual agent. What is a contractor? A person who enters into a contract. Okay, I was fortunate enough to run across this hearing from a Texas Zoom hearing. I found it on YouTube. I'm always searching for goodies like this. But this man is about to pass an order against this. What he's going to do is this man right here, he's going to turn this man right here into an obloho, okay, for Ken Paxton and Ruth Ann Thornton. Okay, just so you know, gentlemen, Ruth Ann Thornton is the she runs child support in Texas for Ken Paxton. She has no immunity and you can't sue her. All right, but he's going to turn this dude into an obloho. And all this could have been avoided. All he had to do was actually not accept the mail, put it, not write. You don't have to write anything on the envelope, gentlemen. All right, a lot of people say, oh, refusal to contract. Don't write anything on it. Put it in a bigger envelope and send it back to whoever sent it to you. That's it. Okay? This hearing would have never took place. All right, and remember, if Ken Paxton can avoid service of process, so can you. All right, I'll put that video up here. It's just funny, okay? But if the state attorney general can avoid service of process from a lawsuit, you can avoid service of process from a 4D crime family. All right, but listen to what this guy is saying, and I think I have it on the right spot. No, I do not. I got to go back a little bit. Hold on. All right, here we go.
Mr. Marshall would begin to have his overnight contact visits. Those then, again, the phases are by not exercising them. In this case, it's going to be as per.
All right, here we go.
Again, the phases are a certain number of visits, not a certain number of months. So Mr. Marshall will not be able to completely skip the supervised visits simply by not exercising them.
All right. I hate visitation because, number one, who is this perfect stranger to come and tell you when you can see your human offspring? And then he's going to tell you got to have supervised visits. And guess who they're charging for that? Diablo. All right. That's a violation of your privacy. And it's also an administrative punishment, which is prohibited in Texas.
If he doesn't exercise the 10, he doesn't get to move into unsupervised.
Bullshit.
Child support in this case is going to be as per the following. Ms. Wood is ordered to maintain the current health insurance that she has on the child. Mr. Marshall is going to pay child support as for someone who works in construction in Southeast Texas. I'm from this area. I've been here all my life, and I do understand how the construction works. You work for several months, and then you're laid off for a few months, and then you work for several more months, and you're laid off again.
None of his goddamn business. Let's go.
So I'm going to base child support on what I know the area is. And child support in this case is going to be $630 a month, plus an additional $125 a month in cash medical. Those payments will begin October the 1st of 2022. Mr. Marshall will also be assessed a retroactive child support judgment in the amount of $3,850. He'll pay that back at a rate of $40 a month, Ms. Leonard. That payment also beginning October the 1st of 2022. Mr. Marshall will be responsible for the court costs for the filing of this suit as per the law, but I'll give him until March 31st of 2023 to pay my court costs.
All right, gentlemen. This man that is talking is not a judge. He is not a judge. If you look to the right of him, it says Tamika Leonard, OAG, Office of Attorney General. All right, number one, I just showed you in the last video that under Article 4, Section 22, Ken Paxton is not authorized by the Constitution to be involved in the Title 4G program. It's illegal, and he can't hold a dual office and get paid for it. If he's holding an office of Attorney General and he's holding the office of the 4D agency and he's getting paid from it. That's illegal in the state of Texas. All right, so he just stretched this guy's asshole like something fierce. This is how oblihos are made. And oblihos, the very first beginning stage is they send a mail to this man that they want to turn into an obliho, which basically he's already an obliho in their eyes, and he accepts it. Now he's not disputing the fact that he's not an obliho. Okay, if he would have sent the mail back, like I said, this could have been averted. But this is what I want you to hear.
So, Ms. Leonard, that is $630 child support plus 125 medical support plus 3850 retro with a $40 retroactive child support payments, all payments beginning October 1st of 2022. Ms. Leonard, did the state hear all the terms and conditions of my court order?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, did you hear what he asked her? Did the state hear my court order? And she answered. All right, Tamika Leonard answered for the OAG. All right, the Office of Attorney General, gentlemen, is the state agency. The 4D crime family that operates within the Attorney General is not. That's why they put it there, to make it look like it's a state agency. The 4D crime family, I don't care what state it's in, is not a state agency. It operates in the state. Look at the federal definitions. Okay? It is placed within this umbrella agency. Look up the word in, or the preposition. In is a preposition, and look up the word within. Okay? It gives an appearance but it's not a state agency. Keep going.
Any request for non-disclosure in this case is denied. Mr. Marshall and Ms. Wood, what's going to happen now is the state's going to send me a court order as long as it matches what I said here.
All right. He said the state is going to send me a court order. When does the state send a judge a court order? A judge makes a court order right there on the spot, if he's a judge. Okay, you got to pay attention. They're going to send me a court order. The state's not going to send him a court order. The 4D crime family is going to send one under the disguise of the Office of Attorney General. All right, this man is a contractor, and the OAG does not represent the state in 4D matters. They represent the Federal Office of Child Support Enforcement, which is within the United States Department of Health and Human Services. All right, let's go.
I'm going to sign it, send it back to them, and they're going to make copies of it and send it to each of them.
All right, he's going to sign it and send them both a copy. All right, he's merely signaturing this void order for a federal agency that is operating in the state. He is not acting judicially. What he's doing is contractually. The Office of Attorney General purchased these services from him. All right, purchase of service contracts, enforcement services. They are sold. They are bought and sold like commodities. All right, in the state of Texas. This man is not a judge. And more importantly, check this out. If I'm not mistaken, let's see here. If I'm not mistaken, let's go over here. No, that's not it. I knew it. Oh, 1 second. Oh, come on, yeah. Hold on. I'll find it. It's Florida. I got so much shit up here sometimes I'll be losing track. All right, here it is. My bad. All right, here is the Texas contract. All right. Section 10.2, general responsibilities. All right. But here it is right here, state case registry. All right, it's the contract. Okay, that's all it is. And if you read Texas Title 5, Section 230, it'll tell you that they can go into this contract. But down in Section 10, go back down here. Where we at? There we go. There we go. All right. General responsibilities. Independent contractor. This contract shall not render the county an employee, officer, or agent of the OAG for any purposes. So they're independent of the Attorney General. The county is and shall remain an independent contractor in relationship to the OAG. It is expressly understood and agreed by the parties here too that the county is an independent contractor that shall have exclusive responsibility for any and all claims, demands, causes of action of every kind and character which may be asserted by any third party occurring from in any way incident to, arising out of, or in connection with the activities to be performed by the county hereunder. All right? This man is not a judge. He's a contractor. He's a contractor. He can be sued. This woman right here can be sued. I don't even know who this chick is over here. It doesn't even matter. All right, but his order is void. All right, every word that he spit out of his mouth is void. He's not a judge. Gentlemen, I'm the Ahmed Osiris. Stop accepting mail from the 4D crime family. Stop letting them turn you into an oblaho. Start creating your battle plan. Start creating your defense for when you sue them. Start finding out who your enemy is, where they live, who their kids are. This is war, gentlemen. Okay? They don't fear you. All right? When you find out and you do your recon and you do enough research and you find out like where this contractor lives, all right, you serve him at his house and you serve him at his office. Once he gets served at his house, the gig is up. Oh shit, they know where I live. Damn Skippy. And then what you do is once you find out where he lives, you let everybody else know in that county where he lives. So they can start sending their correspondence as well. You ain't doing it right. You send a little letter, oh, they didn't respond. All right, yeah, so what? Now what? Okay? Gotta get some heart, fellas. If everybody from one county and one state got together, right, you can go and shut down the 4D crime family in that county. If y'all all poured your resources, and again, they know where you live, they know all about you. You don't know nothing about them. They know about your kids. They know where you live. They know where you work. What do you know about them? Oh, I gotta pay them. All right, that's a bitch move, gentlemen. All right, this man, there's no such thing as a court-ordered child support. It does not exist. And I keep proving it to you over and over and over again. And until you grow a pair of balls and decide to go to war, you're just going to keep going through the same stuff. I'm sitting here laughing at all of these. I've been on YouTube for almost 15 years. When I got on YouTube, there was nobody teaching about Title 4D because nobody knew about it. Today on YouTube, there's a select few, all right, a select few that actually know what they're talking about. Shout out to my man, Rick W. All right, if you ain't learning Title 4D, you ain't learning jack. All right, and you're wasting your time. UCC, that shit don't work. You can't go to a traffic court and try to use Title 4D statutes. It's not going to work. You get it? You have to know what you're talking about. The very same authority that they are asserting against you, you have to learn how to take that authority from them by mastering their technique. Now you can counter technique what they're doing. You can counterattack it at any time. You have to learn how to take their information and use it against them. And until you do, you're going to keep getting rejected and laughed at. And more importantly, you're going to be that oblaho, their bitch. And until then, shut up and get them their money. You ready to go to war? Contact me. I'll lead the fight. But until then, quit your whining, quit your crying, right? And start suing them. You can sue them. Bottom line. Again, check out the new website, 4dterminator.com. All right, go to the resource library. All right, and you want to master Title 4D, it's right there. I'll be starting the blog soon when I get a little bit of time. I'm trying to catch up on some work. Okay, but get your head out your asses, fella. It's time for war. Either you're going to war or you're going to shut up and pay him. You're going to shut up and shut up and shut up. Pay him, pay him, pay him. Sitting there looking like this guy. You should be ashamed of yourselves, fellas. Especially, look, my soldiers out in the street, y'all just allowing this to happen? And they ain't getting served? Are you serious? Bro, weakness. That's what they're taking advantage of. Your weakness and your ignorance. And if you're insulted, then you should be. I'm not insulting you. They're insulting you. You're insulting yourself. I'm just being honest enough to let you know that you ain't doing enough. Time for war, fellas. Get your battle plan. Grow a pair of balls, contact me. All right? I'll help you in any situation. Title 4D is nothing to me. Basic elementary. That's, look, my website, the new website, that's the basic elementary of Title 4D. I mastered that shit, 20 years ago. All right? You got to know what you're talking about. Strip them of their power. And for Ken Paxton and your little crony, your little pimp madam, whatever her name is, Ruth Ann Thornton. All right, I'm shutting you down. I'm shutting child support down across the country, gentlemen. Either you're with me or you're against me. All right, but it's going to happen. If you're against me, you're going to get the same thing they get. All right, let's get this shit done. Hotep.